So we have a dirty damp old day here today. It is a day like you won't be doing nothing in it. See, look, dirty old sky. And I was going to go do a bit of hedge cutting and all, but you wouldn't see nothing. Now it might clear up maybe later on in the afternoon or something, but very doubtful. You might hear the cattle next door there. Once they hear somebody talking down here at all, they think they're going to get fed, but they're not for another while. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the tractor a good wash. So she needs it. Cobwebs all over the place, muck, dirt, oil. So we'll give her a good once over. So we will. So you see me washing it before, so I'll just set it up on time lapse there, sure. I'll tip away ahead and we come back. We'll put the hedge cutter on alright, and we'll get that all sorted out. And then we'll see what the day holds, sure. Whether we'll go off and do a bit of hedge cutting or just head back indoors from Mugate. We'll see how we get on. This stove they actually got it for the car because it absolutely great stuff for lifting dirt. Now probably won't lift the heavy dirt off that junk there, right? But it's very good for caravans and cars. Should help track a little bit. So yeah, it's the end of the day. No affiliation with whoever supplies that stuff. Bought that myself online. There, he does an awful lot of cleaning, washing and stuff like that. And he recommended it. He had a caravan too, and he was using his caravan, so God, it's a great job. But you can actually see kind of lifting the dirt off the trees now. So what you're supposed to do is just you don't even have to rinse the tractor. I just put it because there's a lot of heavy dirt on it. Spray the hand. 3 or 4 minutes. Don't let it dry on the league, alright? But it's not going to dry on the league today, I know. So give it 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Let it do its work. And give it a good there. And yeah, let it do its work. And then just rinse it off. And that's supposed to be a job done. I know it probably won't up on the tractor, as I said. There's a lot of heavy cake and dirt on it, but it'll be a lot better job than what she was, I know. So yeah, so that'll do that then. Sure, look it. We'll give that another minute now and we'll rinse it off and sure, we'll see how it goes. I'm not even going to bother brushing this now, so mainly just get the windows clean and this, sure, so you can see what we're doing when we're doing a bit of hedge cutting. So right, I'll stick his back on time lapse there, and we'll finish her off. So there you are now, job done. Didn't take too long. As I said, it won't take off the real heavy stuff, but sure, it'll take the most of it off. Just so long I can look out the window when I'm doing a bit of hedge cutting. So what I'm going to do next, actually, I'm going to go in now, get a bit of window spray, and I'm going to give the windows inside a bit of a clean because they're dusty enough now inside as well. So we'll do that, maybe give it a bit of a brush out, and then we'll stick on this fella, and we'll see what the weather does then. We might go off for an old spin and do a bit of hedge cutting. So not in completely right, but it's not too bad. Right, as you can see, I'm trying to put on this lad here, so they're not the easiest things to put on these hedge cutters. I think they're not too bad now. I think I might be able to turn off the tractor now anyway and work away with it then. Yeah, we'll turn the tractor off. Now, you'll be able to hear me now as well, so I tell you, I could only make a whole video out of just putting on this yoke. That's how how awkward they are. But then again, might make a lot of me today. Might have it done in no time. So anyways, we'll see how we get on. Now, take off him now and put him on there. And put this fella here on then after that. So, that'll be stickies. So, I'll try and work from the bottom up. I'll try and put on the PTO first. See that I have a little bit of room. And this fella is not hooked up yet. Sit you there for a minute. And remember this guard, I said that someday I'm going to cut that out and put a hinge there so I can flip it up and see what I'm doing. I've never done it, but someday it's going to get done because it is one pain in the you know what. Come on, where are you? There'll be good. She's in. Safety lever on there, right. No, next. Need the twine anymore, so. I'm going to go there now for a minute. This yoke now, it does weigh some weight in it, there is. Like, I just don't really know why it's so heavy, but it is a heavy yoke. Well, I suppose, so what do you call it? And I suppose the hedge cutter itself is heavy anyway, isn't it? Yeah, out a bit. I'll get that pin in there. Will you go in for me? I don't know. Yes, you will. Like, I'm presuming the more modern hedge cutters are probably handy to put on, I suppose. I'm not sure. I don't know what year this one is. Bumford. A Bumford B59, I think she is. So, it wouldn't be probably the most modern of she wouldn't be the most modern of hedge cutters. The new ones now that you would fall down there, wouldn't you? New hedge cutters now that have the joystick and all, they are some job. Well, I wouldn't mind one of those now. So I wouldn't. They'd yeah, they would be quite handy now to have. But you want to be doing a lot of work for it, wouldn't you? So, and I know lads do have them and are doing an awful lot of work with them. But I couldn't justify buying a new hedge cutter and for the little bit I do. Now, is there anybody that let you know now? But is there a way of turning our cables into a joystick? I think I see it online. Some that here in Ireland done it before, but I'm not too sure whether or not she had an oil tank or she's running straight from the tractor herself. I did message him, but he never got back to me. So, but let me know if you can change change your cables just to a joystick by putting some sort of another control box there maybe, or something like that. That would be interesting now, because I wouldn't mind having the joystick before handy, so I would. But anyways, we may make do with what we have, and right, I think we can lift her up now, and we'll stick in our little bowls here for carrying the whole lot. Then I think we're fairly okay. I think I might have it on record speed today actually as well, tell you the truth. It's went on fast enough there today. Must be because you are watching me. Way ahead of them really for this. I can lose the video. Right, that's the bowls in Canada. So we are settled then on ourselves. And I see that's her now. So I can go and put the feet up now and all. Say level up the turn you off. We'll level up this fella here. Get him all level, and that should be it then. We should be fairly good to go, because you all got greased up and all the last time, so she should be alright that way. So you can see maybe I might just slightly that way, so we just need to pull her in. Not gonna be easy because she is heavy. So she is heavy, a heavy brute of a yoke. Like, there's a lot of weight in that head alone. That's what there is. Yeah, a lot of weight. Right, there now with that big hose, but whatever. Oh god. Kind of a bar is what you need in it. I'll use the Stilson, sure. I know it's not supposed to be used for that, but it's fast. We're not too bad now. I'd say we're not too bad. Yeah. So he's coming off. We're going to be throwing on our signs on there. So we'll take him off and leave him to one side, and then we'll get the other part of the, and we can we'll get the other part for holding up the signs. We'll put the signs on. Check actually, I have no flashing beacons. I need to get them sorted as well before we go out on the road. Hedge cutting, yeah, so I do. So now that's us ready for a bit of road work. We have a small patch of ground down the road to do for for a man there. So not looking like it we get to do it today now. So no one. So we might have to do that for another video. Look, I told you would get a video how putting on one of these hedge cutters. Yeah, so might be a short video, but there is a video in it. Look, that's that these things have to be done, don't they? So right, you might be wondering why I have a jack on her down here. She's, if you're in here, not too bad, there's a bit of concrete on the floor here, but let's say I let her down on stony ground, and she'd have a tendency to lean back the way she would, and no, you wouldn't want that jaw to turn over now. So that's what I normally do. I'd have the jack down there, have me under there, and yeah, just keep it safe, because you wouldn't know who could be walking around the sheds or walking around behind it or wherever it'd be left down or something like that. So yeah, so it's handy to keep it that way. So right, my next job is then I'm going to go through the fuses on the tractor, see if them see if I can get those beacons working. And I'd say myself there could be an fuse gone. Normally do a couple of fuses going this up every year. So what I'll have to go do now is go through them all, check them all, and see which of them are blown. So we'll do that there next time, I'm sure, and we should be fairly right then. Tighten up that there. There's power showing there where that's for our beacons. There's power showing there, so it can't be a fuse then. So, well, I'm no electrician, so we'll have to go and see. What I'm going to do anyway is I'll just check all the fuses anyway and see what the crack is. So this is a handy little gizmo for checking them. They have a little earth there, so you can see that if she's okay, she lights up. I'm on there now, not now or. So this one here now, I'll check that one there. So right, we pull that one out and see how much it's like. Oh, you might be able to see that, but that seems good to me. But I put out the wrong one, I wonder. I'll just check that again now. There's another one now. Another one there. Another one there. And check that green one now and see what that one's like. So there's no point you watching me going through all the fuses. You see exactly how the little tester works. So we'll come back to you in a few minutes. Hopefully we'll have them working on them. So I'm after getting back on the lights. There was a couple of those fuses that have no current going through them, but they're still okay. They're not broken. So I'm just wondering, is it any of them lads that could be gone? And let me know, how would I tell whether any of them are gone? As I said, I ain't an electrician or a wire mechanic of tractors or anything like that now. So, but I do have power coming. I do have power coming to the metal part. So the plan is I'll take off one of the one of the beacons, and I'll just connect it to a 12-volt battery above in the garage there, and just see if it doesn't spin. Sure, I know then the lights themselves are band jacks. So, but I'll do that off camera some evening or something like that. So look, I'm going to leave it there for this week anyway, guys. Didn't do too bad, sure. Look, we got the tractor washed, we got the hedge cutter on again, ready to go. May try and get them lights sorted out, but still wouldn't be too bad here. Around here now, little narrow roads, you get away without having them on. I just have a job to do. It's about 40 minutes from my house there in the tractor, but it's on main road, and I want to have the beacons ready for that now. So yeah, look, we'll get them fixed alright, yeah, but mightn't be fixed before we go hedge cutting the small field down below, alright, yeah, but sure, whatever. So look, we're going to leave it there for this week. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, throw a comment down below, subscribe as always, and look, go on, we'll chat to you next one, alright? Mind yourselves.